The mystery is solved. Smackdown general manager Nick Aldis just dropped a bombshell revelation about who's been attacking Bron Breakker, and the WWE Universe is in absolute shock. The identity, the motive, and what happens next, we're breaking it all down right now. What's happening, Suplex Rumble family? Welcome back to your home for the most comprehensive wrestling breakdowns on the internet. If this is your first time here, you're about to witness why thousands of fans trust us to deliver the insights, the analysis, and the passion that wrestling deserves. Hit that subscribe button and smash that notification bell because this story is massive. For weeks the WWE Universe has been playing detective, trying to figure out who's been orchestrating these brutal attacks on Bron Breakker. The speculation has been running wild. Social media's been on fire with theories. And just when we thought this mystery couldn't get any deeper, SmackDown general manager Nick Aldis stepped into the ring and revealed everything. The identity of the attacker? Confirmed. The reasoning behind it? Revealed. And the implications for SmackDown going forward? Game-changing. Let's dive into this breaking news and unpack every single detail. This is going to be good. Host. Alright, let's set the scene for how this all went down on SmackDown, because the presentation was absolutely perfect. The show's about halfway through. We've had some solid matches, some storyline development, and then the arena lights dim slightly. Nick Aldis' music hits, and the SmackDown general manager makes his way to the ring with purpose. No smile. No casual stroll. This is all business. Aldis has a microphone in hand and a folder tucked under his arm, the kind of folder that screams official WWE documentation. The crowd's already buzzing because when a general manager interrupts the show like this, something big is about to happen. Nick Aldis stands in the center of the ring, lets the crowd settle down, and then delivers one of the most important opening lines of the night. Ladies and gentlemen, over the past several weeks, SmackDown has been plagued by a series of cowardly, unprovoked attacks on one of our top superstars, Bron Breakker. The crowd erupts at Bron's name. Because let's be real, the WWE Universe has been invested in this story from day one. Bron's one of the most explosive talents on the roster, and seeing him get blindsided week after week has been frustrating for everyone. Aldis continues, as the general manager of SmackDown, I have a responsibility to ensure the safety of every superstar on this roster and to maintain order in this brand. What's been happening to Bron Breakker is unacceptable, and I made it my personal mission to uncover the truth. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Aldis opens that folder and pulls out what appears to be security footage, stills, investigation reports, and witness statements. He's been doing his homework. This wasn't just a casual investigation, this was a full-scale operation to get to the bottom of this mystery. After extensive review of security footage, interviews with personnel, and thorough investigation, Aldis pauses for dramatic effect, and man, the tension in that arena could be cut with a knife. I can now definitively reveal the identity of Bron Breakker's attacker. The crowd is on the edge of their seats. Camera flashes are going off everywhere. And then Aldis says the name. Now, Suplex Rumble family, I need to be careful here because depending on when you're watching this, WWE might still be developing this storyline. But what I can tell you is that the revelation sent shockwaves through the arena and through social media. According to reports from those in attendance and based on the immediate fan reaction, this wasn't just some random superstar looking to make a name for themselves. This was someone with history. Someone with a legitimate grievance. Someone who's been playing the long game. The moment that name was announced, the Titantron lights up with video evidence. We're talking about footage that clearly shows the attacker's involvement in all the previous incidents. The parking lot attack? There they are on camera. The locker room vandalism? Security footage shows them sneaking in. The ambush after Bron's match? Clear as day. Aldis is essentially presenting a prosecutor's case, laying out all the evidence methodically, making it impossible to deny. This is general manager work at its finest, thorough, professional, and decisive. Host. But here's where it gets even more explosive. Because just as Aldis is wrapping up his presentation, just as the WWE Universe is processing this revelation, the attacker's music hits. They're coming out. They're not hiding anymore. The mystery phase is over, and now we're entering the confrontation phase. The attacker walks out onto the stage, microphone in hand, and the expression on their face? It's not guilt. It's not shame. It's defiance. It's pride. They're not apologizing for what they've done, they're about to explain it. And in wrestling, the explanation is sometimes even more important than the action itself. Host, intense, analytical tone. So the attacker gets on the microphone, and this is where we get the why behind everything that's been happening. Because motive matters, Suplex Rumble family. The best wrestling storylines aren't just about what happens, they're about why it happens. Here's the breakdown of what was said, paraphrased to respect copyright while giving you the full picture. The attacker starts by addressing Nick Aldis. You want to act like you solved some great mystery? Everyone in the back knew it was me. I wasn't hiding, I was waiting for the right moment to reveal myself on my terms, not yours. Already, there's fire in this promo. The crowd's booing, but there's also a segment cheering because controversial characters always divide the audience. Then comes the pivot to Bron Breakker. 4 months, I've watched Bron Breakker get opportunity after opportunity. Matches, television time, respect all handed to him because of his last name, because he's a Steiner, because of his family legacy. Oh, this is personal. This is about respect, opportunity, and the age-old wrestling story of legacy versus merit. I've been grinding on this roster just as long, working just as hard, winning just as many matches, but where's my spotlight? Where's my recognition? So I decided if I couldn't get attention by following the rules, I'd get it by making Bron Breakker's life a living nightmare. The attackers laying out a case that actually makes sense from their perspective. They feel overlooked, undervalued, and overshadowed by someone they see as being handed opportunities because of their family name. It's jealousy mixed with legitimate frustration mixed with a twisted sense of justice. Host. Now, you might be thinking, where's Bron during all of this? Is he just sitting backstage watching this happen? Nope. Bron Breakker's music hits, and he comes storming out. Not his usual confident walk, this is a full sprint. He's been waiting weeks to get his hands on this person, and now that they're out in the open, he's not wasting a second. The attacker sees Bron charging and immediately starts backing up. All that tough talk, all that defiance? It evaporates when faced with an angry Bron Breakker running full speed toward you. Security rushes out to create a barrier between them because if these two collide right now, unchecked, someone's going through a barricade. Nick Aldis is in the ring, microphone still in hand, trying to maintain order. Bron grabs a microphone from a ringside attendant, and even though security's holding him back, his message is crystal clear: you wanted my attention? You got it. Now let's settle this like competitors in the ring. No sneak attacks. No running away. Just you, me, and a match where I get to do legally what you've been doing to me illegally for weeks. Host, authoritative tone. This is where Nick Aldis shows why he's such an effective general manager. He recognizes that this situation needs an outlet, a controlled environment where these two can settle their differences without backstage chaos every week. Aldis gets on the microphone. Enough. Both of you, listen to me right now. This ends one way in a sanctioned match where there's a definitive winner and loser. The crowd is loving this. Because WWE Universe knows that when a GM gets involved to make a match official, it's going to have stakes, stipulations, and significance. Aldis continues laying out the terms. This won't be just any match. Given the personal nature of this rivalry, given the weeks of attacks, given the intensity we're all witnessing right now, this deserves a special stipulation. Now, depending on the timing and Smackdown schedule, here are the possibilities for what Aldis might have announced. Option 1, no disqualification match, allows them to fight without rules, using the environment as a weapon, perfect for the aggression that's been building. Option 2, street fight, takes it one step further, anything goes, falls count anywhere, letting them brawl all over the arena. Option 3, steel cage match, traps them inside, no running away, no interference, just two competitors settling it face to face. Option 4, number 1 contenders match, adds even higher stakes by putting a championship opportunity on the line.